Hello guys. Good afternoon. Welcome again to the second day of the online online seminar workshop for resolution making in basic parliamentary rules and procedure together with my Vice President Kriza Kaasi. Hi Kriza, musta?
Hi Lex, mustasad.
Unsay mong natun-an kagahapon sa imong mga realizations and
Well,
mga inputs nga na ano?
actually a lot labaw na kato nagbuhat na mi sa kadtong resolution making nga naka-assign sa mua. Dili siya lalim kay kailangan jud dapat nakahibalo ka kung unsay mohang topic or kanang unsay mong issue nga gina-handle. So dapat you must know the basics and how to make that niya. Should follow the steps and reminders nga gihatag sa ato gahapon ni Kuya Wax.
So
Yes.
unsa may challenges nga inyong na-encounter in in making the resolution?
Well, sa sugod kay ang pagkuan jud ang pag-research about sa mong topic kay kanang online kuan man to mo kanang online etiquette. So dili kami tanan is kabalo kung unsang online etiquette. So kailangan pa na mag-research and also sad kanang hinay internet.
Kana
Mo
jud ang,
to.
mo jud na ang disadvantages no basta ano jud online kay di man gud ta
Yeah, virtual
dili
na.
man gud paspas ang conversation, 'di ba? But
Yes.
I think nagabuhat man pug pamaagi no nga aron makalampos gyud ang puntaan ning nga sistema because apparently we are in the crisis pa man gud so um uh, this is an alternative way to communicate with people. So online lang sa kita. Now we are waiting with our uh, resource speaker. Naga-prepare pa siya actually sa iyang naga-prepare pa siya actually sa iyang mga resources. And Rhea kagahapon we will have the attendance. So Krisha, please contact sa group na we are live
Yeah.
now sa akong channel. Thank you. And
Yes, yes.
karon is um, we will be having the uh, basic parliamentary rules and procedures. So in this part of the seminar, um, we uh, we will have both different teams will defend their resolutions. Kung i-defend nila ilang mga resolutions if karapat dapat ba siya na i-implement, no, through with the use of basic parliamentary procedure. So yun, so I hope na katong mga nagtan-aw makatuon mo sa inputs ni Kuya Ken. So yeah. Well, shout out ko kay Sir Edig. So get well soon, sir. Moto wala siya ka adto kagahapon
Kunaon sa
kay
siya?
nagpa-check up daw siya. So get well soon, sir.
Oh.
So we have here ano tong mga present. So we have Carlos Anastasio. Hi. Okay. So we also have King Gakula. Present na siya. We also have Joaquin Tebar. We have Jeremy Amodia. Oh, present na si JM. Wala siya group kagahapon, di ba no? Wala siya naka-present kagahapon. But
Mora.
yeah, but sige lang. Nana si Lovely Jane Madalo. We have Sandara. We have Jeremiah.
Okay, Sandara.
Yeah. We have Kyle. We also have Jen Molino. So ayan. So we already have 9 views na as of now, and we are still waiting with the speaker. So actually gi-contact na nako siya, and tuod moadto na to siya diri. Ay mo online na siya. Uh, Now, we only have 8 lang, no? 15 man 'to kagahapon. But tanaw lang nato anong ano sila. Ah, ang tanang grupo is nakasubmit na. They've submitted their PowerPoints, the four resolutions, and naka-PowerPoint na pod sila. And naisa ka grupo nga wa ni sunod sa kong instruction, no? Wa jud ni basta importante
Amo,
pod lang dili. Sa dili kamo. Naay grupo nga ni ano, wa ni sunod. Basta mali iyang pag ano sa instructions. But sige lang. I mean, dili siya sige lang kay it's a practice man gud of ano, it's a practice of
lagi.
following the
Yeah, it's a practice.
instructions. Oh, 'di ba? Kaulanon na pod.
Yeah, dagom na sad.
Gani. Ano ba, naka-ano ning StreamYard 'no kay natay watermark. Ayun sa
No?
kilid, oh. Sige lang ay,
Yeah, this one.
yeah. Sige lang 'pag natay budget ato nang i-ano, i-full version. So, yeah. Uy, ano si Ken?
Naskiyakyan.
Kita kuan.
Kuan. Ayan, online nato ang resource speaker. You have Ken Danot Pituan. Hi, Ken.
Hi guys.
Um, so,
So ano man, shall we start na?
uh, wait. Mag-introduction sa kadyot. Welcome to our second day of the second day of the online seminar workshop of the resolution making and basic parliamentary rules and procedure for Tagum City National High School Supreme Student Government Officer. So I have here my Vice President. We have Pisha Kasi online, and we also have our speakers. So to introduce our speaker, let me have this first. He is the he is a former Supreme Student Government President, school year 2018-2019. Am I right? Tama ba? Yeah. And also, he is the Division Federation President of Tagum City Division, a Supreme Student Government for school year 2018-2019. And he is also one one of the most outstanding Boy Scouts of the Philippines for 2 consecutive years ba? Tama, no? Char. Yeah, 2.
Sa
Then
mo
he
na
is all
next.
so, and he is also he's also one of the regional scout representative for for Eastern Mindanao region and for Mindanao. Yan. Then diya siya nakatuon og resolution making. Again, let us all welcome our resource speaker for basic parliamentary rules and procedure, Mr. Ken Daniel B. Pintuan.
Hi guys. Good afternoon no sa atong tanan. And first of all, I would like to congratulate Alex De Lola for this initiative for this webinar seminar together with the administration. Thank you so much with the Vice President, with the advisor. I really appreciate your effort na bisan pag naani ang sa tawag ng COVID, you still be able to learn and manage your administration. So, I would like to apologize for some discrepancy for my part. I am now in Kanukutan. I am in the isolation center. I am a person under monitoring. Kaya babarugi kan abot gikan sa Manila. So nako diri sa isolation center, no? So let us start.
Yeah.
Okay.
Na-present na nimo imong PowerPoint?
Wait lang.
Okay, wala pa. Sige. So before ta mag-start, we already have 10 viewers. I mean 9. Ni-drop to 9 ang viewers ato sa YouTube. So today
Okay,
uh
so
sige. I-present sa bay ang imong PowerPoint.
okay,
Niulan na pud.
okay, okay.
Sige.
So okay na?
Loading pa. Okay na, okay na.
Okay. Okay. So once again, good afternoon to each and everyone. So today, I will be discussing the basic parliamentary procedure. This parliamentary procedure, you will be using it throughout your administration for the school year 2020 and to 2021. So it is very useful, especially sa usa ka student organization, since naghahatag siya hanay, naghahatag siya og relevance o importance sa inyong meeting as a student body. So before we dig deeper sa tuang discussion sa basic parliamentary procedure, maghatag sa akong introduction or an overview about what is really a parliamentary procedure and how it can help you as a student leader the institution. So first, the question, why do we use parliamentary procedure? So first, it is used to facilitate transaction of business, especially in a meeting. Pagod mga business, pagod mga discussion, pagod mga topics, especially that you are a student governing body, there is a lot of transaction of business. So if there is a lot of transaction of business na ay confusion na mo appear throughout the process. So parliamentary procedure can really help you to facilitate na hanayon niya ang inyong dagan sa inyong administration. Next is it promotes cooperation and harmony. Just like what I've said earlier, naghahatag siya og kanang let's say smooth flow sa inyong meeting or sa inyong mga debate or whatsoever na madiscusan ninyo sa student body together with the officers. Next is to ensure that all members have equal rights, privileges, and obligations. So, the parliamentary procedure kasi, naghahatag siya equal right, no? Because, for example, representatives sa student body, naghahatag siya og voice sa ilaha, na madunggan ng ilang tingog, madunggan ng ilang mga opinions about a certain topic. Okay? Next is, it ensures the majority has the right to decide, but the minority has rights which must be protected as well. So, as a student governing body na nata sa, let's say, na democracy, so, ang mag-decide lang dyan na or ang mag-decide dyan is ang majority, but also it protects the minority or the opposing groups sa usa ka topic or sa usa ka issue sa inyong student governing body. Okay? Parliamentary procedure is rules that limit, guide, and protect the individual. Okay, matong ganina. Protect the rights of the minority. It's not that the decision you make must be correct, but each decision you make must be correctly made. So, especially sa inyo na student body, daghan mga paghimuon na program, daghan mo i-facilitate na mga activities sa school. So, parliamentary procedure will really help you throughout sa inyong administration. And makatabang po siya kung mag-guide sa inyo mag-decide kung sa ang mas makaayo sa eskwelahan or sa institution that you are included. Okay? Okay, so we have also here the bylaws. It is included in the parliamentary rules and procedure. So if you are willing to read the Constitution of the Supreme Student Government, available niya siya sa, just search in the net, Supreme Student Government uh, Constitution and bylaws of Region 11 updated. So narito tanan inyong mga laws, inyong mga let's say unsa inyong mga branches, unsa inyong matabang, unsa inyong scope sa school. Okay, ug napo dito ang inyong mga each role sa inyong mga officers, okay? Legally binding and can override the parliamentary authority. So the parliamentary procedure can proceed without the bylaws and the bylaws. Basic principles, mga basic lang ato ang discuss karon kanang pahapyaw na jud gani. Kana kung unsa man ang makita or kanang common lang na magamit nato throughout sa ato ang sa inyong administration. Okay. These are some basic principles for the use of parliamentary procedure. When they are remembered, then meetings will run more smoothly and business will take place. Ayan. So, sa inyong meeting manggod murag gusto sa president or gusto biya ni Sir Edwin na kanang hanay ang flow sa dagan sa meeting para madunggan yung mga suggestion. So parliamentary procedure makatabang siya sa imo and I really recommend na dapat gamiton niyo siya every time that you have a discussion or meeting sa inyong administration. Next. A quorum must be present for the group to act. So unya i-discuss po na po unsa ang proper deliberation sa quorum o kung sa ang iyahang role. Okay? Only one question should be considered at a given time. Dili ta magsapaw-sapaw. Okay? There should be an interaction between the chairman and the body. Dili ka pwede mag-address mismo sa imuhang ka-debate. I-address mo siya directly sa ato ang chairman or sa presiding officer. Pero unya, i-discuss ko na siya. Okay? No member should speak until recognized by the chair. Ayan, muna siya nakalingaw sa parliamentary rules and procedure because you're acting like a congressman, a senator, or a president sa atuang country. Like for example, you are asking for something or asking for opinion, you will just raise your left or right hand. Mr. Chairman, may I be recognized? Then the chairman will say, Mr. Pintuan, you are recognized. State your motion. Diba? Mura siya, hanay ka siya, ganyan. Lami ka siya paminaw because the flow of the process or of the meeting is so smooth. Diba? Okay, the chair should maintain strict impartiality during discussion rather. So, magdala ani, I am encouraging the Vice President as well as the President, Kaasi and Bilola, to please facilitate and use parliamentary rules and procedure because majority kamo jud ang magdala ani together with your secretary. Okay? Quorum. Okay, discuss na ako sa quorum. Quorum is minimum number of members necessary to conduct business present throughout meeting. Okay, so what is the correct number for quorum? The correct number of quorum is half of the total number of officers plus 1. So for example, sa SSG, let's say you have 26 officers, the quorum for that is 14. Half of 26 is 13 plus 1, 14. So di mo ka-proceed sa meeting or discussion unless di mo quorum. Okay? Chair should determine quorum before meeting. Bylaws can determine method to determine such as roll call. So roll call, for example, kaasi, wala na siya na by the power vested upon me by the Supreme Student Government of Tagalog City National High School, I shall declare the first plenary session open. And now may I request the Secretary to have a roll call and mention all the present in this meeting. So one na siya, then the others will follow. Okay? Quorum should be determined by laws for all meetings, regular, special, and annual, etc. Otherwise, it's majority of entire membership. If quorum ceases to exist during meeting, only motions in order are to recess until quorum returns and motion to adjourn. So dili din mo ka-proceed sa meeting bisan pag let's say 13 lang mo, pero dili siya 14, kaya dapat plus 1 man, di mo ka-proceed sa meeting, and the presiding officer must decide to have a recess or to adjourn and proceed, reschedule the meeting. Okay, presiding officer stands when calling the meeting to order. Presiding officers will be the Vice President and the President of the Supreme Student Government. So, i-discuss ko na ko din anong silang duha ang magamit. Dapat presiding officer, ang mentality ng na to, pag inaingon na to na presiding officer is that dapat president lang. No. We have executive and legislative branches of the Supreme Student Government. The executive branch ang magdala na isang president. Under niya ang mga organization sa school such as DTG, brass band, math club, science club. Okay? Under na siya sa office of the president. But if ang discussion or ang deliberation is under the representative, under the rest of the officers, ang maghandle na is ang legislative branch, which is under the office of the vice president, Ms. Cassie, right? Okay, so I am really encouraging both of you to please study and collaborate, no, para magkasinabtanay mo ug anay din nyo ang dagan sa legislative executive branch sa SSG sa school, okay? So, says the meeting will come to order. Yan, muna siya ang lahang mga primary na script throughout sa discussion. Can approve the minutes without a motion. Can adjourn a meeting without a motion after asking the additional business and not hearing any adjournment time switch on the adopted agenda. So kung wala na gani, wala na gani mga nagpabilin pa na business or agenda, ang bisan walay motion sa body, the officer itself or the presiding officer itself can adjourn the meeting. With the power vested upon me, I call this meeting adjourned. Is there any objection? Going once, twice, thrice, hearing none, the motion has been approved. Yan siya. Next is procedure for handling mail. So handling mail, muna siya ang kanang mga let's say na mga agenda, primary agenda in yung discuss. For example, in how resolution, di ba, yesterday we were discussing about resolution, no? So, muna siya, kung hindi na siya mahimo na main. Okay, member raises and addresses the chair, Mr. Madam President or chairperson. So, bisan pag unsa mo ka-close sa president or sa presiding officer, dili dyan mo pwede niya mag-ingon na, kuya, bawal na siya. In a parliamentary procedure, dapat na dyan ang respect. So, i-address mo siya like, Madam, Sir, Mr. Chairman, Ma'am Chairman, Chairwoman, ana na siya. Then, after that, pag ang body niya, na siya na, Mr. Chairman, may I be recognized? Then, ang chairman of the or the presiding officer will say, Mr. Pintuan, you are hereby recognized. State your motion. Yan, ano siya no? Then, the second motion, necessary to stand or be recognized. So, kani siya is kanan na siyang naay motion na ipa-approve ang usa ka tao. So, i-recognize sa chairman, if kinahanglan siya second motion, i-place na lang yung hand. Bili na siya kinahanglan i-recognize sa presiding officer. Okay. If it states a motion, it has been moved by name and seconding that. For example, ni anak ko, Alexis or Kakaasi na, Mr. Chairman or Ma'am Chairman, I would like to raise a motion of amendment. So the chair will state, for example, it has been moved by name or seconding that. Ano na siya, okay? Then the discussion, if debatable, every member has the right to debate. Chair refrains from debate while presiding. Proposer has right to debate. Must be related only to motion. Then the chair says if there is no further discussion, the motion is there hereby approved, such as amendments, addition. Ayan na siya. Okay. So, procedure for handling main specifically for vote. So, kaning mga vote na mga procedure is may tabo lang siya if there is a division of the House. Specifically, pag, for example, nagpa-approve mo sa resolution but there is an opposing member of the body, diha na musulod si Mr. Chairman for the division of the House. Okay? For example, ay usa ka resolution, kinahanglan ning approve then ay opposing group, the chair says all those favor of passing the resolution of the representative of grade 9 say aye, those opposed say no. Ano na siya example. But in my administration ng board, wala na kayo kuni, wala na kayo anang aye or no, just raise your left or right hand lang, okay na na siya. The secretary will count the number of who agree or who oppose. Okay? Then if motion requires two-third vote, as per rising or by show of by hands. Ayan. So dili kinahanglan na tunga gid or mas majority gid ang vote. Kinahanglan dapat nakaabot siya sa two-third sa overall quota or sa overall number of officers. Should always ask for those opposed. Bisan pagklaro na kaya na daog ang agree, kinahanglan niya akong pangitaon or mag-raise ka ng oppose for the minutes. And kinahanglan din ani ang presiding officer together as the secretary will collaborate. Okay? Results of the vote is stated by chair. The motion is carried or the motion is lost. If counted vote with number on both sides. Okay? Debate. So kaning debate na specifically mahitabo ni siya pag naay mga deliberation, naay mga discussion, naay mga resolution making, resolution passing, or mga ideas na kinahanglan sa usa ka programs, mugawas ni ang debate. So the chair begins debate by asking for discussion. Maker of motion has right to speak first if properly recognized. So for example, naay motion na agree na kung oppose. So, dili na magsugod ang discussion nga kinahanglan siya i-debate, nga kinahanglan siya i-discuss, no, o nga kinahanglan siya i-approve. Then, ang debatation ng good is you are not talking, for example, you are opposed, ang nag-oppose or ang debate is grade 7 and grade 8. Dili directly na magstorya ang grade 7 o ang grade 8. Tanan ilang motion o tanan ilang information o discussion na ihatag is dili nila ilabay diretso sa ilang opposing group, kundi i-address nila sa chairman. For example, na-debate sila upon approval of a certain resolution, dili nila iingon diretso sa ilang kalaban, sa chairman. Mr. Chairman, I would like to state that I would like to omit the resolution of grade 7 because of some circumstances that will not be approved by the principal. Anak siya, dili siya diretso sa ilahang kalaban na grade 7. Okay? Can only speak twice on same question during the same day or magdepende po siya sa presiding officer on how he or she limit the question or the deliberation. Any motion that spots or limits debate requires a two-third of a vote. Two-third ng yapon ang pagkitaon. So sa tie voting, dili na mahulog ang pinaka-crucial na decision sa itong presiding officer because the presiding officer itself can vote. No? Bisan pag siya ang presiding officer, dapat neutral siya na siya sa balance na platform. But as a presiding officer, you have to make this decision. Okay, you have to make decision kung makaayon ba siya, makadaot ba siya sa inyong organization. So, the presiding officer itself can have a vote or kung asa siyang mas giganahan to oppose or to agree. A tie vote is a failed vote. Presiding chair does not have to break a tie unless specified in bylaws. President or chair can vote to make or break a tie vote. It states that the chair can vote anytime it will affect on the outcome. So, kung yung ganina, this is a very crucial answer. Okay, classes of motion. Dili na musulod na murag musulod ang confusion na to. No, confusion sa ang mga ang mga student body or ang mga student officers. There are over 5 classes of motion. Then kanang mga 5 classes na motion, na controversial another motion under that certain kind of motion. So we have main motions. Next, we have motions that bring a question again before the assembly. Incidental motion, subsidiary motion, and privilege motion. So this motion, i-discuss po na kung siya isa-isa para po masaktan at magamit sa student body. Okay, order of pending motion. So sa order of pending motion, dili lang po na, ay ganahan ko aning main motion, manipod na ako. No. So we have a correct order, the order of draw sa ato ang motion. Napasunod-sunod siya dapat, dili siya pwede ang kaning mag-una, kaning ang musunod, or kaning ang mag-una, kaning ang musunod. No. We have a proper order of pending motion, starting with the privilege motion, subsidiary motions, incidental motions, kaning non-rank na siya daan. Motions that bring a question again before the assembly, and we have the main motion. Okay, so first we have the privilege motion. Do not relate to pending business. Kaning privilege motion is just a motion na kanang for personal necessities lang. Like for example, you want to go to CR or a comfort or recess. Related to rights and privileges to the assembly or to its members. Non-debatable ni siya. Okay, to fix the time to which to adjourn, kung kano saan ninyo gusto na mahuman ang meeting because parliamentary rules and procedure can take a very long time, especially ang presiding officer kung sa una pagdala na mahuman dayon ang meeting na to. We have to adjourn, to recess, to raise the question of privilege, or to call for the order of the day. Okay, kanang to recess muna siya. Dili lang recess na kanang magkaon, but inclusion na diya to have a break or have a further discussion outside the table or outside the parliament. Next is we have the
Ken.
subsidiary motion, assisting in treating or disposing sulod ang katong mga omission, mga amendments sa mga resolutions. Kanina mga motion mo siya mapapasok. Yes?
About sa ano ba? About sa recess gani na part.
Sa?
Nagdalugdog na rin. Yan na.
Sa?
Sa recess ba? Sa recess.
Sa?
Sa recess. Nadungay ko ni mo? Wait lang. Continue na lang. Yan na lang. Later.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so let us continue. No? So assisting in treating or disposing of a motion, all required seconds. So this subsidiary motion, siya kinahanglan din siya na siya second motion. Dili lang kay i-pass lang siya sa body, then i-approve dayon sa chairman, kinahanglan pa siya second motion to have a approval or a consensus kung okay ba dyan sa body. Debatable depends. Magdepende po niya siya. For example, wala na ni oppose sa resolution o wala na ni oppose sa suggestion or sa omission or sa amendments, then wala na debate may tabo. But if there is some discrepancy, especially sa paper, sa ideas, diyan na musulod ang debate. Then balik na po atong proper procedure sa debate. Okay, requires majority vote unless involving rights of other. Call for previous question, 2/3 limit or extended debate, 2/3 Japon. Then most widely used is amend. So, for example, sa resolution gahapon, nag-discuss man mo di ba about resolution making. For example, Alex naghimo siya og resolution na the Boy Scouts of the Philippines will conduct a Oplan Balikpuno in Tagum City. Then ako as a Boy Scout, dili na ko gusto na i-abbreviate lang ang word na BSP. So, raise ko sa akong right hand, Mr. Chair, I would like to be recognized. The chairman will recognize me. Mr. Pintuan, you are hereby recognized. State your motion. So, na dayon ko na, Mr. Chair, I would like to raise a motion of amendment. I would like to change the abbreviation of BSP to Boy Scouts of the Philippines. Then wala dayon ang chairman na a motion has been raised to amend the resolution of Alex De Lola to change BSP to Boy Scouts of the Philippines. Is there any objection? Going once, going twice, going thrice? Hearing none, therefore I shall declare that the motion of Ken Pintuan has been approved. Then, bunal na rin siya sa iyahang level. Okay, so muna ni siya ang mga motion na under sa subsidiary motion. To lay on the table. So, unsa may siyang to lay on the table? For example, dili mo ka-proceed sa discussion about certain resolution unless dili siya i-lay on the table. So, kinahanglan siya na, Mr. Chair, may I recognize, I would like to lay on the table the resolution of grade 7. Ana. Then, a motion has been raised to lay on the table the resolution of grade 7. Is there any objection? Going once, twice, hearing none, therefore, the resolution of grade 7 shall be discussed. Ano na siya. Then, to call po the previous question specifically, may tabo ni siya kung na ay mga pending na mga question no, sa discussion. Then, to limit or extend debate, for example, may tabo po ni siya if there is a shortage of time. No? To postpone to a definite time, to refer to a committee. Kaning to refer to a committee is mura na siyang mahulog po na recess because i-adjourn ni siya kadali or i-break sa kadali ang parliament, then ang committee composed of the secretary, the vice president, and the president together with the proponent of the resolution as well as the opposing group of the resolution, sila, like sila lang lima, until na naikasabutan na mahitabo until pagbalik sa parliament is hanay na siya balik. Like wala na kanang dili na madugay because wala na debate because sa committee pa lang daan, sa president, sa vice president, sa secretary, sa proponent, o sa opposing group is na discussion ng tabo. So, pagbalik sa parliament is clear na siya, then wala na yung mahitabo na debate. So, katungin ako ganun na next is to amend. By the way, na kung ko i-discuss what is amendment and omission. So, amendment is just changing a word in a resolution. For example, kung ganina, ang BSP, ilista na ko siya, Boy Scout of the Philippines. Muna siyang amendment. But when we say omission, omission is the changing or deleting of a paragraph or sentence in a resolution. So, timanan lang ninyo kung word lang inyong ilista, ang gamitin ninyo is motion of amendment. Pero kung tanggalan din ninyo ang isa ka sentence, tanggalan din ninyo ang isa ka paragraph, that is omission. Okay? Then, kinahanglan niya muna siya i-approve sa body, kinahanglan po siya sa second motion, kinahanglan po siya recognize sa chairman. Next is to postpone indefinitely. By the way, ang postpone to definite time is just naamoy ka ng fix na date kung kanus ka mo magbalik o discuss about na topic. Then, ang indefinitely is kung kanus ka lang yun, mabalik yun ang meeting proper. Like, kanang mo, insert mo siya. Okay, incidental motion. Incidental had to pending motion or business at hand, not debatable. So, kani sila na mga motion is kanang ginagamit na siya to facilitate, kung for example, kanang gubot na dyan kayo ang parliament, ang meeting, ang discussion, bro. Grabe na kayo ba ang pressure, ang intensity, murag ka na hindi dyan maayo. So, incidental motion will help you na mabalik siya sa yahang hanay na state. Okay? To suspend the rules, can you suspend the rules is murag mahimo ang informal ang meeting because ang parliamentary rules and procedure is set aside siya para mas kasi nagtanay o hear out ang mga discussion. To withdraw a motion, so kaning specifically pag mag-motion ka, pag once na lay na siya sa table or ma-preside na nato na siya or mahatag na nato sa ato ang chairman, na murag na discuss na lisod na siya withdraw. So, belong siya sa incidental motion because, for example, kanang naaday further changes sa na nakakos o kanang, okay na nito, na-delete nito siya, na motion. So, that ang gusto lang withdraw yung motion. Pero seldom ba na siya may tabo because, kasagaran nung di ba sa omission may tabo na siya o may mga, basta magdepende lang yun na siya sa environment or sa stimulus or stimulant kung saan kanyang na-withdraw ba or dili. Next is to call for reading of papers. So, kaming reading of papers is, for example, is kanang minutes. Okay? Next is the object to consideration. Muna siyang kanaganin sa court, motion for reconsideration. For example, kaya i-reconsider na i-discuss pa siya balik. So, to object or to consider, so motion for consideration, diyan na siya musulod. Next is to rise to a point of order. Point of order, kaya muna siyang ginainom sa ato ang presiding officer if kanang gubot na siya kaayo, like, point of order. Siya then, duklok sa ato ang malit and gagal. Then, to rise to a parliamentary inquiry, it is based on asking question, no, sa parliament itself or sa discussion. Then to appeal from the decision of the chair, to call for a division of the House, muli siyang upon voting, to call for a division of the question. By the way, ang kanang division of the question is based na urag pare-parehan lang siya sa parliamentary inquiry. Next, motion that being a question again before the House brings back to the Assembly a question that has already been considered. Requires a second, may or may not be debatable. For example, kanang na ay mga question na kanang wala gani nga ansiran sa previous meeting. So kani siya diri ni siya mosulod like Mr. Chair, the last agenda we have some motion or some question na hindi pa po na-discuss. I would like to grab this opportunity to discuss last meeting. Okay, motion that brings a question again before the House to reconsider, to rescind, or to take from the table. Okay, muna siya mga commonly used motion, specifically sa inyuhan ng mga Supreme Student Government na like isud ni siya pero kanang as a young leaders, as a young organizers sa ang institution, kinahanglan magamit na ninyo siya. Pero dili na kita discuss atong mga lisod na jud kaayo na mga lalim na jud kaayo ng mga discussion. Let us just use the kanang pahapyaw lang ng mga motion na kanang commonly na magamit man nato throughout sa atong administration. We have the main motion to amend. Call for the question is like asking questions of proponent, but just like what I've said earlier, dili ka mag-direct na mag-ask sa opposing group. Like, i-address ka tunin mo siya sa chairman. Like, Mr. Chairman, may I be recognized? I would like to ask a question from the latter speaker. Then, Chairman, yes, you are recognized and state your question. Mr. Chairman, I would like to ask na nanungon ani man ilang kamaagi. Then the chairman will recognize that. Then ang chairman ay ingon sa opposing group that opposing group nanungon ani man inyong kamaagi. Can you state your opinion or can you state your reason behind this action? Then call for the division of the House. For example, there is a debate na kanang di na siya masettle na kanang di na siya masettle na kanang wala na voting na may tabo. Like for example, kanang buot na jud kayo. So pag kanang murag bubot na jud gani kayo ang discussion, murag di na jud magkasinabot, the presiding officer will directly call for the division of the House para majority or ang majority sa body will decide kung i-approve ba or hindi. Then next we have referred to a committee. Hindi mo na ko kanina na the president, the secretary, the vice president together with the proponent and the opposing group to discuss. Tulay on the table. Kanina tulay on the table is very important because it is the primary source of debate or discussion because dili man mo makaproceed sa discussion, di man mo makaproceed sa debate proper if dili ninyo lay on the table ang mga resolution. For example, Mr. Chairman, I would like to be recognized. Yes, Mr. Pintuan, you are recognized. State your motion. I would like to, then one ako, I would like to lay on the table the resolution of grade 10 and be discussed. Ano na siya. Then after na, a motion has been, ang chairman, a motion has been raised to lay on the table the resolution of grade 10. Is there any second motion? Mana tayo na seconded. Is there any objection? Going once, twice, thrice, and therefore we will be discussing the resolution of grade 10 now. Next is withdraw a motion kung ganun nga pero salda medyo na siya mahitabo. Rise to point of order if kanang gubot na. Muna siya ang ginagamit sa itong president or sa itong vice. Next is we have adjourn. Muna siya yung mga paborito sa mga gusto mo uling sa'yo adjourn. Main motion, muna yung mga class of motions. No? Brings before the assembly a question or business consideration. Muna siya yung mga resolution, for example, in order only when no other motion is pending. So, bisan pag, for example, nagplano mo sa foundation day, dili mo ka-proceed, sa paka-importante ng foundation day, dili mo ka-proceed directly sa foundation day na topic unless wala pa yung na-settle ang pending motion for the previous meeting. So, dapat i-consider sa ninyo before mo mag-proceed sa pending motion. And again, I would like to address this primarily sa atong Vice President and President na kamo magdala sa meeting, legislative and executive to please ayaw di mong kalimot ani. Kinamang iuban na ka na malimtan na, then di naman discuss. Then
until such time na magawas ng problema, hala, wala mo na ito maintindihan. So, i-address yun ako niya sa itong president o sa itong vice president. Next is, only one motion on the floor at any time. Dili mo ka-proceed kung second resolution or second discussion unless wala pa ninyo na-approve or wala pa ninyo nakuman ang main motion. Requires a second, debatable, usually approved by majority vote, unless some provision in bylaws require different vote. So, patong ganina yun nga po, na debate, na division of the House, na may mga majority, minority, opposing opponent. Next is amendments. Muna siya ang kanang main reason or main highlight sa ato ang parliamentary procedure because gusto man gud nato ng atong mga resolution, atong mga discussion, atong mga programs, atong mga activities atong institution is dapat hantay dun siya as long as possible na siya sa highest standard, na siya sa peak sa iyang quality. So as long as possible, kitang nasa body together with the major officer, president, vice president, secretary, dapat ang ato ang mga resolution o ato ang mga proposed activities na ginabuhat nato before nato siya ihatag sa ato ang or sa ato ang mga different grade level head, dapat ang atong resolution is na siya sa iyang highest peak. Wala siya mali, wala siya kanang discrepancy, wala siya kanang samik. Kung sa Bisaya pa, wala siya samik. Kanang kung hamloy, like kung unsa ang best quality, mo na dyan na siya. Okay? Like, free from erasures, free from grammatical error, from any further mistake na makadaot o maka-raise of attention sa ato ang mga head. Okay, so we have primary, apply to main motion, mga discussion na pass or delay on the table. Then we have the secondary, apply to primary amendment, can have infinite number of secondary amendments as long as only 2 total amendments pending at any one time. Then vote on amendments in reverse order. So, kaning mga amendment, for example, kinahanglan niya po siya o approval from the body. Dili ka pwede naman ka gusto lang mo na i-change or i-omit or i-amend ang isa ka sentence or isa ka paragraph or isa ka word. Dili lang siya direct so na Mr. Chair, I would like to amend. No. Dapat naabya po siya consideration sa ato ang body. Like, is there second motion, nalaya po siya, kinahanglan po siya second motion, o kinahanglan po siya o mag-raise of awareness if batay objection. Amending emotion, most used by subsidiary motion, method of amending insert. Ngunit yung lingon ganun na nasa, for example, sa resolution or sa motion, specifically sa itong resolution kayo, magbiya mo siya magtulong po ang administration, methods of amending insert na may gusto na isulod sa resolution and add na may gusto na idungag pa yun sa resolution. It could be sentence, it could be a word, or it could be another discussion. Then, strike out, like, i-resume yun siya tanan. Strike out in insert is tanggalon siya tapos na kay ibuli. Okay? I-clarify na po ha. Ang strike out is just tanggalon lang. Wakay dungal din. Strike out in insert is nakay tanggalon tapos nakay insert. For example, itong ganina katong resolution, for example, ni Alex De Lola about sa Oplan Balik Quezon City na gigamit niya ang Boy Scouts of the Philippines pero ang libutan niya is BSP. So, mo to siyang example sa strike out and insert. Itanggal mo ang BSP, nagipulihan mo Boy Scout of the Philippines. Okay, hindi na siya abbreviated na form. Sa substitute is, namoy gusto na i-list na substitute. Mura po siyang add or insert. Okay, must be germane to main motion. Dapat ang inyong mga amendments and omission is dapat related juga ayo siya sa mga motion. Dili na kay gusto lang nimo i-insert siya, gusto lang nimo no, dapat related siya o germane siya sa atong main motion. Dapat interconnected sila. Okay, question or call for the question. So muna ni siya ganin natong mga kuan katong mga debate na mahitabo kanang nanay mga nganong gipangutana ang proponent or ang opposing group na kana ang imong himo nganong kana imong pamaagi. No, then kinahanglan niya kung siya just like what I said earlier, mas maayo. Code for the division of the house, kani siya is kanang aron masettle another way of settling commotion sa parliament is ang isa mo kung unsay gusto sa majority of the vote is mo ang sundon sa organization. So question results of a vote only in order if the questionable vote can be made by a single member. So can interrupt a speaker is not debatable, does not require a vote, made only by rising vote or show of hands. So ayun ang mga itong mga A or uh, nay. Ayun ang mga ito like ano lang, kamot lang. Next is referred to committee, allows for additional information or study of the issue before voting. So muna kung din the president, the secretary, the vice president, the proponent, and the opposing group will have a short meeting na sila lang without the body para murag na mga nanay discussion or kasabutan sa ilahan. Usually defines time for committee to report. Motion to refer should include details of who the committee will be and who will appoint. Tabling emotion, proper form of motion is to say lay on the table. Muna kung hindi na ako ganina, if namoy gusto i-discuss o namoy gusto na i-suggest, dapat i-lay on the table siya. Hindi siya diretso na i-discuss mo siya diretso. Dapat ipaagi din mo siya sa chairman, di ba? Chairman na bahala kung i-lay ba niya o delay. Mag-base mo na siya kung unsa po ang pinahanglan or ang decision sa body. Misuse of postpone indefinitely or postpone to definite time. So, wala na kaya siya, no? Hindi mo kaya siya to ang organization. Okay. Intention sometimes is refer or commit, which sends to committee for further review. Out of order when no business is pending. Definite time to take from the table if next meeting within quarter, by end of next meeting, over quarter, end of the current session. So, muna kung di nang ganin na kung i-compare na ko ang indefinite or definite business. Withdraw emotion. So, dili na kita mag-discuss ang withdraw emotion, no? Kaya murag, dili man kay siya common sa atuang organization. So, mag-proceed na lang ta. So, dili sa raise to point of order, used to correct mistake in procedure. So, kani siya ang kasagaran na raise ani, kasagaran lang ha, pero everyone can raise this motion naman. Pero ang kasagaran jud mo gamit ani is the presiding officer and the SSG advisor. Sila di ka ng kusog jud kayo magunit aning rise to a point of order. Specifically, pag nakita na ang discussion is dili na about sa topic, murag offbeat na gali kayo siya, like layo na siya sa topic, like habang ka siya personal. So, rise to point of order will clarify and to correct the mistake in procedure. Then, can't interrupt a speaker, bisan pag nagyaw-yaw ang speaker diya, pag ang chairman kay nag-point of order siya, rise to point of order is mabilong yun na siya para mabalik na sa ay ang parliament. Chair rules must be raised at the time of mistake before action must be taken. Hindi na siya pwede na mag-raise ka na wala pang action. Dapat i-raise mo siya mismo sa action, dili kay pagkahuman ha. Kay wala ni pulos ang ato ang rise to point of order. Then adjourn. Next, the highest ranking motion. No? Murag sa adjourn ng God is dili na sum up, dili na diri ang summary sa ato ang meeting, together with the minutes, together with all of the resolution, together with all of the agreements, diri tanan. Fix the time to which to adjourn is highest, cannot interrupt the speaker, requires a second. Then kaning requires a second, dili mo ka-adjourn unless napamoy nabili na agenda. Dapat mahurot sa inyo kanang agenda bago mo mag-raise or adjourn. Not debatable, majority rules, chair can adjourn without option. So, the presiding officer itself can adjourn a meeting without a motion from the body. As long as wala na tayo pending motion, wala na tayo mga nakalay on the table, the presiding officer or the president or the vice president can adjourn the meeting, him or herself. Katong ligon ko ganina na motions requiring 2/3 of the vote, dili lang kinahanglan na majority ang moboto or kung unsa ang nidaog, unsa mas daghan mo to ang nidaog, dapat 2/3 should gyapon siya. Out of order motion to suspend bylaws, motion to conflict with bylaws or articles of incorporation, any motion outside the scope of the organization. So, kani siya is kanang mga out of order na jud kani siya ng mga motion kanang dili na related sa atong organization. Specifically, under na siya sa mga personal communication or personal agreements within the officers. Any motion to conduct business if quorum is not present, except motion to recess or adjourn. Minutes. So I would like to clarify, no? I would like also to suggest that the kung kinsa man lang ato ang secretary karon should have a uh, proper training or proper uh, incorporation sa ato ang mga minutes, no? Specifically dapat ang pwede na ko i-suggest diri na magtudlo sa ato ang secretary is si ato ang SSG advisor, si Sir Idig. Because minutes is very important because na-dili tanan na itong kasabutan, na-dili tanan amendments, na-dili tanan motion, na-dili tanan kay present, tanan-tanan na na-agree sa ato ang minutes, no? So dapat hanay ang ato ang logbook o ato ang laptop kung sa man na way atong gamiton para mag-record of minutes. Only record what was done, not everything that was said. Okay, kung unsa ang mga nahitabo, dili kay isulti nimo tanan kung unsa ang nasa meeting, kung dili kung unsa lang ang nahitabo. Like for example, naman ko uban mo na nabasahan ko sa una, nung ako mga kauban na stress kay sila kung sila ang secretary because isulat rin nila tanan. Like for example, kung unsa ang giingon, unsa ang ako ang giamen, isulat nila tanan but no. On the record what was done. Lay on the table the topic of group, let's say grade 7, ana lang dili man siya kay tanan yun, okay? Second layer of motion needs to be recorded and also kinahanglan po nila ang mga name, no, mga name kung sa mga race, kung sa mga second, kinahanglan po siya. Kung naman yung mga problem na mag-arise in the near future, so pwede mag-refer sa ito ang minutes. Good minutes are first line of defense in lawsuit. So kung unsa man dito inyo mga nasabutan, for example na namoy problema sa administration na nanong mo namin man yung decision na kasabutan ni. So ipakita din niyo ang minutes, no, sa administration na, ma'am, sir, this is our agreement together with the executive and the legislative minutes. So wala mahimo ang kuan, wala mahimo administration kay kasabutan man sa student body. Common mistake. So, siguro i-refer na po ni siya sa ato ang mga presiding officer kasi sila mo siya common din na maka-identify or kabantay ano ng mga common mistakes. For example, asking for additions, deletions, or correction, etc. on minutes, bawal na siya. Only ask for correction purpose everything using so move to making emotion. Use I move that. O kani kung I move that ka ng mga motion siya na kanang namin gusto i-change, na ganun ipa-approve ninyo ang ato ang minutes. I move to approve the minutes of the previous meeting last January 5, 2020. Reporting too much information in minutes, only report what was done, what's said, using old business and agenda instead of unfinished business. So, kani siya is relate kani siya sa ato secretary. Okay, conducting meetings. Okay, kani order of business versus agenda. So, discuss na to kay mura namang may confusion kung unsa ang order of business ug ang agenda. So, order of business is the baseline of the business proceedings. Mura kung unsa ang flow sa ato ang meeting. Ano na siya. Compared to agenda, agenda is the more specific na pagkahanay, no, sa ato ang meeting. Ang kanang order of business kung unsa lang ang pagkasunod-sunod. Then ang agenda is kung unsa ang nasa order of business. Okay, let's say na ang agenda ninyo is about sa ang foundation day. Then kanang sa agenda na foundation day na agenda number 1, na pwede na siya yung mga sub na mga discussion. So muna mas specific ang agenda compared to order of business. Okay? So agenda is a schedule of the order of business with details. Just like what I said earlier, specific siya. Should never be included in bylaws. Di siya pwede i-include sa bylaws because agenda is mag-arise lang na siya if na ay mga meeting na may tabo. For example, di man ninyo pwede ibutang sa constitution and bylaws na dapat na amoy foundation day, na amoy Oplan, let's say, feeding program. Di man siya pwede. Could not vote to immediately suspend the rules in bylaws, should not be confused with rules of order. Order of business, so muna siya ang flow sa order of business. Call to order, muna siya ang kanyang tawagon. Specifically, ang under sa call to order is ang attendance ato ang mga proponent or ato ang mga officers. Reading and approval of the minutes. So kanina siya is bago sugod ang meeting proper, dapat basahon sa daan ang minutes sa previous meeting o ang sunod ng ang minutes or ang agenda karon ng meeting. So murag ani siya ang flow, like for example si Alexis, with the power vested upon me by the Supreme Student Government of Tagum City National High School, I would like to call this meeting to order, and I would like to call the secretary to read the previous minutes. Then the secretary will read the previous minutes, then bubalik tayo to chairman. The previous minutes is done. Is there any objection or is there any other motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting? Then na ay mag-motion na, I would like to approve the minutes for the previous meeting. Mabalik na po sa chairman na a motion has been raised to move or to approve the previous minutes. Is there any second motion? Ay mag-second motion. Is there any objection? Going once, twice, thrice, hearing none, therefore shall declare that the previous meeting, the minutes of the previous meeting has been approved. Then mubalik na po ng secretary for the agenda. Then ipa-approve na po, tapos ipa-approve, second motion, tapos or sinabi objection, tapos approve. Reports of committees kani siya is, for example, kanang ato ang mga stage design, ato ang mga kalimot ko sa tawag ani sa
Actually,
mga special program committee ng mga SEC.
Naman mga committee. Naman tayo mga committee.
Special orders.
Naman tayo mga committee.
Special program committee, then under special program committee, dapat apil na siya sa meeting specifically if maghimo ka o ka ng program o maghimo ka ng activities naman tayo mga committee. Then, I would like also to suggest na kung maghimo mo committee, dapat napo tayo officer dito. Dili lang siya kay outside the governing body, dapat napo tayo officer dito na burag maoy magdala mismo. For example, sa secretariat. Sa secretariat is under the special committees. So, magdala na ang head na isa to ang secretary. Then sa tong finance committee, ang head po na is atong treasurer. Okay? Then sa executive committee, ang head ana is ang atong president. Sa legislative committee, ang head ay ana is our vice president. Then unfinished business, muna siya katong basahon itong mga pending motion or mga pending na mga discussion sa meeting na wala na kuman. The new business, muna niya ang katong na bago na agenda. Then agenda, kapitata. So, call to order, opening ceremonies, roll call. O kaning roll call ang kuan aning roll call is ang ato ang secretary. No, secretary ang magkuan na itong roll call. Roll call. Next is the reading and approval of the minutes. Muna kung giinon ganina, di ba, ang agenda yun ko sa inyo ganina na mas specific siya. Atong ganina katong wait lang, katong order of business is like, ano lang siya, murang outline, compared sa agenda, tanawa, kompleto na dito siya, siya call to order. Na siya opening ceremonies, na siya roll call. Ang roll call, magitabo, ang attendance, basahon niya siya sa secretary. Reading and approval of minutes, katulad naman ako ganina. Report of officers, boards and committees, katupong mga officer, for example, sa head sermon, sa may mga nanghimo ninyo, sa secretary, sa may mga di panghimo na ito ng mga bago na resolution, na type na ba, na-approve na ba? Finance committee, sa ba ito ang mga kwarta diya, okay pa ba? Then special program committee, sa any other committee. Unfinished business, katong yun kung ako ganina, na katong mga wala na kuman. New business is under niya siya sa agenda. Under niya siya sa agenda. Next is the announcement. Kanina sa gara announcement is may tabo ni siya at the end na sa meeting, doon sa man ang, for example, kung sa ang sunod na meeting, kung sa pa'y dapat ninyo dalon sa sunod na meeting, nabatay mga changes, nabatay mga program na mahitabo, ano siya, then adjournment is the end of the meeting. And I think that is all. Thank you so much for listening, no? Libog kayo ang parliamentary rules and procedure, but I hope na murag namin nasabtan No? Kay mutuo man po na si Alexis De Lola together with the Vice President Kaasi na nanamoy knowledge about parliamentary rules and procedures. So I do believe na kaya ninyo i-guide ninyo ang mga officers throughout your administration. And I hope na namoy nasabtan ng bisan libog siya dapat mas masabtan siya if face-to-face interaction, but the time the era karon murag dili pa jud kay ta makaproceed ana na discussion like seminar type jud because of this situation. So I hope na namoy nasabtan sa gamay lang unta apply ninyo sa inyong administration. And I think Lex,
Yeah. Uh, Wait lang. So I think murag mo ta if nabay question sa tong mga kaubanan diri. So guys, if you have questions kay Kuya Ken, I can comment down on the live section and the live comment section. Ayan. So later we will
okay, is
have
there
the
question no, sa ato ang parliamentary rules and procedure?
okay. By the way, ang mahitabuan ni karon um, is naka-prepare sila og resolutions kagahapon. So ang gi-require na sila is to make a PowerPoint presentation out of the resolution nga ilang gibuhat. So they have presented they have submitted to me their PowerPoints or their presentation, and later on we will have the deliberations no sa atong resolution. Ano lang. So I
Ay,
think
by the
okay
way,
naman
Lex,
siguro.
Lex,
Oh, sige. Oh, yes, yes.
Lex,
Yes, yes, yes.
okay na ba kanang kung di mo ako ganina nga murag kamo jud ang magdala ani together with your vice president. I hope na kanang kamo mo jud maghanay ani good. So
Mm.
bisan pag thorough kayo na ko pang discuss pero wala kayo kanang dapat kamo mang jud ang mag-internalize jud ani kay kamo mang jud ang magdala jud. So I really hope na madala ninyo siya no mahimo ninyo siya o ma-internalize ninyo siya because dili man na siya mag-base mismo sa kuan, dili man siya mag-base mismo sa ato ang mga officer naman sa ato ang mga leaders ko sa mga officer dyan. Ha?
Sige,
Wait
sige.
lang.
Sige, so I think wala ah I think wala pa si Kuya Ken. So karon ano na siya, balik siya. So today we will have our uh first mock session. No, so we will have 4 groups, tama ba? So then we will have it on Zoom. So mag-send lang ko Kuya Ken sa link and mag-Zoom ta na. So, yan. So today, I think prepare namang siguro sila. Naminaw man pud sila and naman pud viewers pud na live. So saman, start na ta? Or
Wait lang, wala ko na bungga.
wala, na-on man ako audio. Ah, hello, nundunggan ko nimo.
Hello, Lex.
Yeah, nundunggan na ka. Ay, nag-lag. You can. Naka diha? I mean, you're there, but nag-lag ka. Yeah. Madunggan ko nimo, Kuya Ken. I think madunggan ko niya. Padungin ko nimo na okay na?
Okay na?
And I think na siya instructions. I don't know. Ilang na pa siya instruction. Well, anyway, thank you sa 8 viewers pa karon no, 8 viewers pa sila karon. Thank you kayo sa pag-view sa tuwang discussion on the basic parliamentary rules, and I hope masabtan ninyo ang input, and we will be sending you the PowerPoint. We will give you wala si Kuya Ken. We will give you we will give enough time to study o gamay sa mga motions nga gi-discuss kaganina, and uh, pwede ta mag-start by 3 o'clock. By 3 o'clock ato ang ato ang gani ato ang mock session. So karon, please study your your resolution, basa-basahan ninyo. Kaning i-send lang ninyo ha, dili tong magbuhat ng magbag-o, kana lang i-send ninyo. Please study. I mean, basaha sa ninyo karon hinahinay, and then we will send you the motions nga pwede ninyo gamiton during the mock session. So karon, wala naman si Kuya Kender eh. So Krisha, unsa man imong ah, gani, unsa man imong tun-an as of now?
Well, dapat yun nga madunggan ko nimo Lex. Hello. Madunggan. Okay, so sa ako nasabtan, well, sa gileson gani na kailangan jud nga taas kag understanding no sa kanang mga ato nga butang kay dili sa lalim nga ikaw ang mag-handle labaw na kita nga kita as leaders, kita nga mga presiding officers, dapat jud nga taas imong understanding bahin ato nga butang kay kita man koy maghimog kanang last decisions or kita magkanang handle sa mga ato, so dapat we should know on how to handle those things, how to handle meetings like that. So yes.
So yan. Please po ko palihog po ko palihog po ko og mga guys, please comment down your your insights if naa mo insights. Um, we will we'll flash here your comments. And karon, I think umana naman siguro ta sa part 2 of our online seminar workshop. I mean sa discussion pa dito na humana. So now we will proceed with the workshop, and karon uh, babay sa ta karon for now. And thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us here in the second day of the online seminar on resolution making and basic parliamentary rules procedure. I'm Alexis De Lola together with my vice, Aunt Pisha Kaasi. Thank you for streaming here sa tong live, and I hope nga namoy natun-an sa mga inputs. I mean, namoy nakuha na inputs ni Kuya Ken sa basic parliamentary rules and procedure. And today we will proceed with the workshop by 3 o'clock. So thank you so much. Bye-bye.